Hi there, my name is Sheila Beck and the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop. And I am in a bit of a perplexed state. I'm confused and perplexed. I don't think perplexed is quite enough. I don't think the word exists to properly explain my level of befuddlement. Let me get there. So what am I talking about? Now, I'm going to show you. I'm going to move over here so I can turn on the thing we're talking about. Yes, Gotham High. And we're going to be asking the question, how did that happen? How did that happen? Because I've been sitting here thinking about all the things that had to happen for Gotham High to happen. So let me tell you how important I thought this was. I'd already recorded this video. It was done. It was in the can. It was edited. It was ready to go. I'm putting it out tomorrow. I was ahead of the game, okay? I'm redoing work. The video's going to put out completely fine. Completely fine. I'll bring those points up. This one has a much more important question. How did that happen? So let's go through what Gotham High is. Gotham High is a graphic novel. Even though I don't think they probably want to use the word graphic. I know they think they're using the word graphic novel. It's a graphic novel, which is an attempt to do a YA novel. They brought in a successful YA novelist, Melissa De La Cruz, to author this, and it's So again, the first thing we've got to ask, we're going to keep asking, how did that happen? Somebody said in DC, you know what? We have this whole big, massive bunch of people, who like Batman, who like Batman comics. But, we spent the last, few years in general making all our heroes into like repellent to those people. We seem to push about half to 2/3 of them away. Batman was selling 150,000 a month. Now it's selling 60,000 a month. But because they're selling whatever it is, 60,000 a month, there was still enough money being made because people will buy Batman no matter what. They will just buy it, and nobody wants to break that habit. This is why this current situation is one. That's one of the reasons it's a killer for the industry. Yeah, but nobody that's breaking the habit. But nobody wants to bring back that fandom. So and so they could do pretty much anything, and they have been. They legitimately have been. And so you've had you had people on the periphery been forced out of the industry, like Ethan Skyvey and Boy Zach. There's Yellow Flash. There's some guy, and they've been standing on the corner going, "No, don't do that! No, stop, please!" And they're like, they've been saying, this is going to end really badly, and it's ended really badly. So so the comic book industry blew up, and because of the current situation, but because it was built on quicksand. They only had 2 weeks worth of life in it. So anyway, where were we? Somebody at DC said, you know what? There's this whole big group of people out there who like Batman and Batman comics. Screw them! We don't like them! We don't like them at all. There's another group of people out there who like the romance novels with maybe a little bit of werewolves in them. Something like that. Maybe we could do something for the other group of people who don't really like comic books or Batman. Okay, so they don't like comic books, but maybe we make it for them. They might like it. But screw the group who are definitely going to buy it if we do something they like. Screw them. No. So that's the first mind-bending decision that had to be made. But that is the description of the current comic book industry. My name is Sheila Beck, and by the way, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, subscribe. Please hit that subscribe button. I'm awfully grateful if you do that. I give away stuff each week, but the stuff I'm giving away this week is freaking incredible. It's just incredible. It is the Alien Quadrology. You can win this fine 9 DVD disc set with a little bit of wear and tear. It's my impersonal copy, but I've got the Blu-rays now. So there you go. I had this sitting behind the shelf. So I think rather than taking up space, why not just give it to you guys? So all you need to do to win it is subscribe to the channel. Subscribing being very important from my perspective. Thank you very much. And then leave the hashtag Xenomorph. Go and check the video notes. It will give you all the instructions. There's also a Doctor Who audio play you can download. Kind of fun if you've never heard that stuff before, but it's whatever. You can read about those. Anyway, so the comic book industry blew up. Finally. Blew up, or I don't know. I would say more than blew up. It's more like when an elderly gentleman gets an erection and it's not like, it's not really there, and he kind of just massages it back to sleep. That is how I would describe the death of the comic book industry. A limp, flaccid penis being massaged into, what's the word I'm thinking of? Not incompetence. Although a lot of incompetence have got impotence, yes, being massaged into impotence, into death, into non-existence. So yeah, that's how I would describe the very quick implosion of the comic book industry. Anyway, I digress. So Marvel and DC, the two main publishers, have been trying to reenact the ending of Thelma and Louise. To describe it, and driving off the edge, trying to like do the thing that like really caused their demise the most. So Marvel, bless you, did a fantastic job, and they put out a comic book as aimed purely as a middle finger to like, yeah, again, people who's been forced out the industry, again, Ethan Van Sciver, Comicscape, all them people. Everything, and they created like the New Warriors, which had Snowflake and Safe Space, and it was the worst thing ever, and it came out exactly on the day that the retailers were destroyed because by the situation. Yeah, when the retailers need help, they were given a bill because the retailers are the one who are going to have to pay for that because the publisher doesn't. You can't return these comics when you buy them. You buy them. Fine. So that happened. But so everybody thought that was like one of the worst things you could possibly. It's like really one of the worst things you could do. And then DC said, "Hold my beer." So we're getting back to the question. How did this happen? Because the more we go into it, the more like. So first, somebody had to have the idea of saying, "Screw you" to comic book readers, and num 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 to people who hate comic books. We'll try and get them. Okay, so was there a great plan to get them? They got this woman who hates comic books, who has no idea of comic books whatsoever. Melissa De La Cruz. So instead of going, you know what, I'm doing a Batman comic book. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to find out something about Batman, and then I'm going to write a comic book about Batman. See, Key, I'm cursed with sanity. So, that's but she said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to write what I want to write and call that thing Batman. And then at DC, they went, well, that's just brilliant. That's just fantastic. So I want you to imagine the pitch meeting where this went on. Okay, so this is from an interview in Entertainment Weekly. So Melissa De La Cruz, she said, how did you how did you choose this project? Because how did you pick on Batman as what you wanted to do? So she said in this. Remarkable candor. My husband is a big Batman fan, which means he's heard of Batman. My husband is a big Batman fan. This is it. They're in bed one night. He's like, Charles. She's like this. She's like a middle-aged Asian lady. Charles, who's superhero? Can you think of a superhero? And he goes, how about Batman, dear? And she says, yes, good. And then he went off to, I'm sure have dinner with his gentleman companion. Anyway, so that's what happened. That's how he was a big Batman fan. And he said, my husband's a big Batman. So when DC called and said, we want you to do a YA line with a character, what character do you want to do? I want to do Batman. It's such a fun, iconic character. Oh, I couldn't care. Not only do I not care about the iconography of it, I don't know it at all. So it's a fun, iconic character that I can put my own spin on it. And again, she's in the pitch meeting. She's saying, "Oh, Batman! My husband's heard of that. He's such a fun, iconic character. I can put my spin on it." Okay, so that happened. That's something that really happened at a real place of life. But my question is this: how did the guy on the other end of the desk go? Tell me more. How did that happen? I don't know, but it gets worse. Incredibly, gets worse. So, so then says, okay. So the person on the other side of the desk, Mr. DC, said, okay. So how do you envision your Batman? So she goes, Now, I know Batman's wealthy, so she said, Bruce Wayne is a billionaire. He's the richest man alive. The guy's like, no, he's not. No, he's the richest man alive. Okay, fine, we can go with that. So I thought, wouldn't it be fun if his family was, yes, what his family could be, Chinese? Isn't that racist? No, it's not Chinese. I'm from Hong Kong. That made it feel real. What? Okay. At this point, don't focus on Melissa De La Cruz, okay? Middle-aged Oriental lady. Don't focus upon her. Think about the guy on the other side of the desk. He hasn't shit himself at this point. His head hasn't exploded. No, literally, if somebody said that to me, and I was on the editorial team at DC, and I didn't shit myself, I would then need to be fired for incompetence. Because that's the only sane response, isn't it? Okay, so that sounded a bit racist to me. So, yeah, I'm going to ask her to explain a bit more. So then she goes on to say, this is all her quotes, by the way. I'm not making this up. This is something that actually is happening. This isn't in my head. This is real. I'm so glad I re-recorded this. So then she goes, there's been a big influx of wealthy Chinese people who moved from Hong Kong to Arcadia in Los Angeles. I'm like, this is sounding like a clan meeting, but okay, let's go on. And that's where my mum lives. You see, I don't know anything about you or your comic book. I don't know about your little Batman, but I know about where my mum lives. I'm part Chinese. My brother lives in Hong Kong. So I thought it'd be great. It would be great to put what I know into Bruce Wayne, because why not? Because nothing matters. And again, there's another guy on the other side of the desk going, yes. Oh, I love this. This is going to be great. Like, what's going on in that guy's head? And this is Dan Didio, the luckiest man alive. The luckiest man alive. He didn't jump ship from DC. He was booted out unceremoniously, horribly embarrassingly, with no face-saving gesture. I bet he got his full golden parachute. I bet he got his severance. I bet these clowns aren't. He was the last one off the ship. He's the luckiest guy. Okay, so you got Jim Lee sitting on the other side going, gee, that's interesting. Tell me more. I also know some rich Asians. So let's carry on. Oh, this is so racist. How can this happen? Okay, fine. But then, you're going to say, Svi, you're cray-cray. This can't get worse. You're going to say, this can't get worse. And I'm going to say, you might think so. You might think so. But, incredibly, my hat is off, Melissa De La Cruz, he got worse. Because then she says that Alfred, you know about Alfred, the lovely, charming gentleman butler who looked after Batman, who was later very interestingly reimagined as an ex-military type, who, more of a bodyguard for Thomas Wayne, and then, who knows military medicine, which I thought was a very interesting reinvention of the character. Yeah, so they're reinventing him again. Hold on to your hats. Alfred is not just his butler. Well, I didn't think it would be just his butler. Let's see what's going to happen. But he's also his uncle. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can kind of fine. His gay uncle. Wah! Okay, his gay uncle from Hong Kong. It gives this fabulous, crazy, rich alien sheen to it. Now again, that's something that happened. That's something that somebody said in real life. Nobody's making that up. This is not a reality show. Yeah, like a spoof reality show. This is actually really happening. Fine. Fine. So then the guy says, yeah, let's greenlight it. Yeah, that's my question. Okay. So then they do it. They spend all the money making it. They said, it's so good. We're going to make an ad. Okay, so I'm going to show you the ad. We're going to watch it together. And you're going to... I want you to have this question in your head. How did this happen? How is there nobody? Nobody on DC editorial who could go, oh my God, that is the worst thing ever. We must never, ever, ever let anybody see this under any circumstances. That's what is. There's nobody on staff who could have said that really very patently on thing. Now, the other incredible thing you got to remember: this is part of Marvel and DC. Thelma and Louising it, driving off the cliff of the death of their industry, which they caused through their very bad decisions. So they're highlighting the bad decisions. Now, Marvel you could forgive because they announced their terrible decisions the same day the industry imploded. The same day. So, they can say they had the press release, everything was scheduled for that day, and they just so happened to implode on that day. Who knew? Dumb luck. Dumb luck. They could have said that. DC, however, waited a week and a half. DC, however, said, it's all over. Everything's over. We are in, post Hiroshima. This is it. It's actually happened. And that's when they said to roll this out. Let's look what they rolled out. Let me turn the sound up because you should be able to hear every second of this. Oh my God, it's so bad. 1 second. Now I got to turn the sound up. There we go. Go back to the beginning because I don't want to miss a second.
Welcome to Gotham High, where everyone worships the rich and the beautiful. And no one is richer or more handsome than Bruce Wayne. He doesn't have friends, he has followers. And Jack Napier has nothing to his name, except good looks and a wicked sense of humor. The problem is that I love them both. I'm Selena Kyle, that girl next door. And in my opinion, a triangle is a perfect shape.
That actually happened. That's a real thing. This isn't. I know this is going out on April 1st. I know this is going out on April 1st. I don't have the resources to put this together. I wish I did. What a wonderful joke. Let us read what it says. Pre-order now. Get it where other books are sold. Because you can't get it where comics are sold because those places are gone. It's over. And it's not. There's not the art isn't by. There's not like letter. It's not like penciled and inked. This is like. It's not like painted by. No, illustrated by. It is very. They want to pretend this isn't a comic book. It's a comic book. So again, I have to ask you. The question of the day, the question that made me re-record this video and do this video twice. How did this happen? How did this happen? I want to reinforce this point one more time. I can understand the people working in comics using it as a stepping stone to get to the bottom rung of the TV and movie industry. I think it's sad and pathetic and stupid. I think comics are glorious, and they, it's an end in themselves. And it's like I don't know why you wouldn't move away from them. Comics are freaking amazing, right? But I can understand there are people out there, who would do that. Here's what, what they're doing is because they don't give a crap. They don't care about the audience. They just care about the people that they like, even though the people they like won't support their comic. But they don't give a crap. They're on their way to try and get to like the Hollywood, the Hollywood industry. But it seems to be that the actual industry that hires them also doesn't like it's not just the creators, it's the industry, it's that the company itself, the publisher itself doesn't like the audience that they have. So so they go for this audience that can't support it. So this is not just creator entitlement. We talk a lot about fan entitlement. No, this is just creator entitlement. This is publisher entitlement because this is the truth of the matter as we're finding out that the fans don't own Batman or anything or any of these characters. And even though you financially do benefit from it, the creatives and the publishers also don't own it. Which we said, yes, they do own it in a legal term, but they don't have control over it. What they have, we live in a symbiosis. This is a marriage between the customer and the creator, right? And if that symbiosis is off, the entire industry the art form can't continue in that state. Because they got this marriage has got divorced, and you need both halves. So the comic book industry right now it thinks it's a 21-year-old person who got married. No, no, no. They're the one who wanted this divorce, right? They're not this 21-year-old incredibly good looking. Now they're 57, and nobody's lining up for them. There's nobody else knocking on their door. So that's the analogy I would use. Fine. So wacky things in the world of comics. My name is Phelan Beck, and the Rabbi for another blood. Please like, share, subscribe. Please hit the subscribe button. Have yourself a fantastic day.